Hi, I'm C.Gladwin. You'll see on my homepage a video clip by Dr. Harmon, and he very well explains the differences between conventional medicine and the functional medicine approach. I'm a nutrition consultant and a functional medicine practitioner. What I do is as Dr. Harmon explains, use a functional medicine approach to root cause analysis. So finding out really what is causing a person's problems, looking at the root cause and addressing the root cause. Now, GPs very often are expected to take away our pain and solve all our health problems. And of course, many times they do. But sometimes they just can't do that effectively, certainly not in a 10 or 15-minute consultation. GPs are also there and doctors are also there for really critical situations, for emergency situations, and they are lifesavers, of course. But the functional medicine approach really takes us to a different level, where we take the time to look at a patient's medical history, genetic predispositions, their diet, their lifestyle stresses, and find out really what the root cause might be to their issues, and then addressing those issues to achieve a balance. So what I'm going to do is take you through some of my case studies so that you can see how functional medicine can help you. Susie is a good example. These are all confidential, so I've changed their names. Susie is a good example. She used to come home from school every day, basically go to sleep for the afternoon. She felt very tired often. If she ate cakes were her real weakness. If she ate cakes or a big meal, she'd feel really, really tired. If, on the other hand, she didn't eat for a period of 2 hours or more, she would start to feel really irritated, shaky, moody. And we found through some changes in her diet, through implementing some changes, we found that actually she was hypoglycemic. Now, what we needed to do was make some simple changes in her diet, reduce the refined sugars, carbohydrates, eat little and often, and this really helped Susie, or should help Susie, to prevent further degeneration of her pancreas, prevent diabetes. Diabetes is quite clearly prevalent in her family medical history. Another case study example is Michael. Now, Michael suffered from hay fever and recurring ear infections for as long as he could remember. When we looked into Michael's history, we found that he was weaned from a very early age, from 2 months old. We found that through the course of his childhood, he had many courses of antibiotics. We also then tested him and found that he was quite intolerant to dairy. He had a very strong IgG antibody reaction to dairy. So what we did was we helped him to rebalance his gut bioflora. We also increased the fruit and veg in his diet to help promote the anti-inflammatory pathways. We also increased the omega-3 intake in his diet. And this all, of course, helped him to rebalance his system. Of course, Michael found that he didn't have the same symptoms that he struggled with before, the histamine response of hay fever. So this really helped Michael. Jessica used to feel very tired, really suffer from fatigue. We looked at a number of potential causes, such as thyroid dysfunction, blood sugar imbalance, but we found that it wasn't that. A very simple and free test is a test for Candida. She was found to be positive for Candida. So what we did with Jessica was recommend an anti-Candida diet. And this just makes all the difference. Candida can have quite severe side effects. This helped her with low mood, mild depression, and the fatigue that she was really suffering from. So we can use the various clues that we find when we do this investigation. Things like genetic predisposition, the symptoms that we find, the diary that we use, the stresses in a person's life. And we can put these clues together to find out what the root cause could be and address this, of course. In conclusion, don't just put up with your health concerns or suppress the symptoms using painkillers or other drugs. The root cause really does need to be addressed to prevent the body from progressing to a diseased state.